Coming off of these big wins and us sitting at 4-2, we were feeling real confident at home going up against the UTEP Miners. We wanted to keep this hot streak going, and we knew if we just played our game and played our style, we was gonna be all right. Me personally, I was gaining traction and even had some people whispering in my ear about transferring out, but I couldn't think about that right now. We had to take care of business, and we started off with a nice little RPO to get up the field and get another quick first down. But soon we were facing 3rd and 4. As I surveyed the defense and made my reads, I was able to find a nice little angle route that unfortunately got knocked out in the air. And that first good drive eventually led to a point, but the defense was able to hold them to 3. And once again, we got the RPO trying to go, but we ended up losing 3 as Crosby got tackled. This UTEP defense was absolutely hungry to get back on track with them sitting at 3 and 4. And that sacked knocked us back within our own 10. We were forced to punt it again, and next thing we knew, we were down 10. I knew I had to do something, and as I was starting to run, I saw my running back out in the flat, and I got it to him for the first down. But I knew the clock was ticking, and we needed to score before half. I'd hit a nice little dink down, and my man cut it all the way up to the 50 into UTEP territory. Now I had to give it back to Crosby and let him work. And boy, was he running hard today. For 5 carries, 17 yards, but I had to get back into a nice groove, rolling out, and I decided, you know what, let me take off, get a big first down. But soon we were facing another 3rd down, another 3rd and 5, and I should have went to the curl, but I wanted the first down, but got sacked instead. Now it was 4th and 11, and we had to go off the field. I had to take our 3. We had one more chance with just over a minute to go, and I knew I had to go fast and go in a hurry. As I was surveying the pocket, I actually had a clean pocket for a second, but we got sacked and I had to hurry up on 2nd and 15. I was looking again, and I ran out of time again. This team had 4 sacks on us. And in the second half, we knew we had to do something different. And as I got absolutely tattooed, I delivered an absolute dime to my man to get us all the way down to the 21 as I dump it off to Crosby again to get us to the 11. And I had to feed the man. He got us down there. He's been running hard, and he got the touchdown to tie this game up. Now we are tied. Defense just had to do their job, and I promised them I was going to give them the lead. They did their part of the deal, and now it was time for me. But this defense was just hounding, man. 5 sacks, and it put us on a 3rd and 8. And as they came again, I was forced to dump it off, and we had to punt. I was getting frustrated. This game was a dogfight, and the defense kept holding, kept doing their job. And with 30 seconds left in the 3rd, I found the drag again, and he was able to get down to our 44. But with 4 seconds left, I had one last pass play, and I delivered a beauty while getting hit again to get us all the way down to the 25. And even though I had 158 yards and threw a pick in this game, we were still in it, and we still had a chance to win heading into the 4th. I looked at the guys in the huddle, and I just said clearly, we got this. And even though we were facing 3rd and 11, I was dropping back, I was looking, and I got hit again for another sack to make it 4th and 15. We got the 3, but UTEP answered for 3 in their own. And with 2:38, I knew this was the drive to decide everything. And I hit the quick slant or quick drag on 3rd and 4 to get us a first down and keep that clock moving. But with 2:10 left, I immediately took off on the draw and got a nice 8 yards to take us to the 2-minute warning. And even though it was 3rd and 2, they sent the blitz. And even though I missed the man downfield, I was able to run it in to at least get a first down. But now on 2nd and 10, they were sending the heat. I was trying to roll out, and I got hit. And luckily for me, the ball just fell to the ground. But on 3rd and 10, I was dropping back. I was looking, able to hit my man as I got hit. But it was 4th and 1. The coach decided to punt it. I was begging him, give me a chance, but he said no and trusted defense. And man, they did their thing, but I ended up throwing a pick. And now we're down 3. We got to make something happen. I lofted it down the field, and I don't know how that man caught it, but we are down inside their territory with 20 seconds to go. I hit the drag again, getting downfield. We were in field goal range, and he hit, and we're going to overtime. Sitting in overtime with those new rules that each team got a possession, and if we got further, it was 2 points. I didn't care. UTEP got 3 on their first. The only thing on my mind was getting a touchdown to end this game. And on 1st and 10, after surveying the defense, I decided to hand it off to Crosby, who'd been absolutely stellar this game. He gets a nice 5 yards. But on 2nd, I got hit again for like the umpteenth time, but I was able to get the ball off to my tight end, and we got a first. But now we're sitting at 3rd and 6, dropping back, got hit as I threw, and he dropped it. 4th down, and the coach decided he wanted the 3 to keep us alive. That's all right. We got the ball in the second OT, and I was dropping back. I was looking. I decided to take off. My receiver got a key block to get us the first. But soon we were standing at a 3rd and a 5 as I quick hit my man Crosby again. But now it was 4th and 1, and this time I wasn't taking the chance. I dropped back. I was looking, had a hole off to my left, and I ran it in to give us the lead for what felt like the first time this game. And of course now, since it's the second OT, we had to go for 2, but it just felt nice that I could do it on my legs when my arm just wasn't producing today. But on this 2-point conversion, I dropped back, I looked, and I had my man on the drag. And just like that, we're up 27-19. With that being said, it was all on the defense. And I sat there and I watched them, and they got the job done, stopping the 2-point conversion for us to win 27-25. And to say I was hyped was an understatement. This was a sloppy game, a scrappy game. And even though I had 261 and 1 tutty and was player of the game, I knew we had to fight for that one, and we did. This team was special, and we're keeping on the track towards a Conference USA crown. After that win over UTEP, we were the talk of the town. Reporters reached out to me asking about our win streak, and when I had to give it to my teammates, we were out here just coming together and becoming one team on offense, defense, and special teams. But as all the eyes in the Conference USA was on us, we traveled out to Sam Houston to take on the Bearcats. And this Bearcats team was scrappy, to say the least. But as I stood on the sidelines and watched them ran out, there was something in me that just said, today is going to be that day, that breakout game for me. And on 2nd and 8, I immediately took off, tried to make someone miss, and completely failed. But eventually we got down to their 31, and on 2nd and 9, I decided to hand it off to my big man running back, Davenport, and he took it all the way down to the 6 on his first run of the game. And I mean, we were just clicking. And on 1st and goal with Crosby back in there with me, dropped back, I looked and hit the slant wide open for the touchdown. And as we were celebrating, that drive felt effortless, you know? Like we just moved at will. That Sam Houston, as scrappy as they were, was 1-7 for a reason. And next thing I knew, we traveled right back down, and on 3rd and 7, we got within 2 yards of the first down. And this time I did a nice jet pass to Crosby, who just shoved a man into the dirt to get us the first down. And we're looking at 1st and goal once again. And once again, I hit the slant for my 2nd passing tutty of the game, and Edwards' 2nd. And he was already putting them to sleep as we were up 13-0 early. But Sam Houston did answer, and I decided to use my legs on the option, tried to make someone miss again, and got hit forward up to the 40. But now we're in their territory once again. 2nd and 1, surveying the defense. Decided to run the option again. Tell someone to get off me, but that failed. But on 3rd and 5, I hit my man DeColdis for another first down. And we were just moving like it was nothing. This time I took a shot deep as they had a step and a third tutty again. Me and my receivers were absolutely clicking. And just like that, we were up 20-7 in the first half. Me having 3 of them. And honestly, on that play, I looked to the left, I looked to the right and saw Ibrahim had a step. And I trust these dudes every day. And here we were up 21-7 and decided to hit the slant again. And that boy was almost gone. Down to the 24. But I mean, my receivers are just getting open this game. 2:12 left to go, and we could possibly go up 28-7 after an absolute fight against UTEP the week before. I dropped back. I was looking. The pocket got a little tight, so I decided to run. And even though I tried to slide and got hit, we were looking nice, and I was just dotting up this Sam Houston defense. It's almost like everything was in slow motion for me. And once again, 2nd and 2, rolling out. And this time I said, let me get a rushing one along with my passing. And I had to do my little dance on them, even though technically no one was in front of me as I was dancing. But you know what? We was feeling ourselves. Less than a minute ago, we was absolutely rocking and rolling. Decided to take a shot down the field. I was feeling a little bit too confident, and it did get picked, but you know, less than 20 seconds to go. I wasn't sweating it. Fans had something to cheer for as they were only down technically 2 scores, but we got the ball to start the second half, and honestly, it became the Crosby show a little bit there as he absolutely started running all over this defense. But we were facing a 3rd and 5 here at their 42, and as good as we were feeling, I wanted to make sure we kept rocking and rolling. And I took a shot deep down the field when I probably should have just took the drag. But you know what? It was another 3 and out. It was a punt, and Sam Houston got the ball back. I could tell coach was like, I know we were rocking and rolling, but we got to play smart. And on this 3rd and 12, I was looking, had the man on the deep cross, but unfortunately he couldn't hang on. And just like that, after we were just moving so effortlessly, our first 2 drives were punts. And now Sam Houston was only down 7. I decided to give it to Crosby, and he struggled and ended up losing 4 there. And now this Sam Houston team is showing their scrappiness. We faced another 3rd down. And this time, though, I was able to hit, I believe that was Crosby out the backfield, and get another 1st down. But just like that, it was another 3rd and long. 3rd and 14, and I had to take a shot and delivered a dime. And now I looked at the stat line, it was 251 and 4 tutties with 2 interceptions. But with that, we got a field goal and we kneeled it out to win 31-21 and to keep our undefeated streak alive in conference play. We were rocking and rolling. I was player of the game once again with the 4 touchdowns. I feel like I got to cut down on the interceptions, but you know what? This team is clicking, and when we're locked in, especially on offense, I don't think no one in this conference can beat us. But we still had a good chunk of the season to go, and I know we have some big games looming, some games that will determine whether or not we get to the title.